Exceeded expectations, always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The give to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hawkins. Moving away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He's in open space downfield. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills. And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now they'll run the draw. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Mustangs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They go to the draw. Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one. They've got it down to the 23. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit.
Throws toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Makes the catch, it's Davidson. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Davidson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking for space, it's Davidson. There he goes. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Direct snap. It's Bennett. Grab near the marker. It's Rayner. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the middle. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. The short hands. It's Brown. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. And the Mustangs will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. Touchdown Mustangs! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
SMU 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air. It's Rayner. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
At the 36. And a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
SMU 14.
The Mustangs will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Bennett. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you
breaks into the open. Touchdown Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The Mustangs have it for the 1st and 10. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And as the ball bounces out of bounds, no dice on the onside kick attempt. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tight end now in motion. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hawkins. On target over the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, SMU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Coming out with it, it's Farrell. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll try the right side. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Rayner. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, it's Bennett. Oh, he's got some space. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and Hope is still alive.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Bringing the heat. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Makes it past the marker. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Toss to the outside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to...
There he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Bennett. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Bennett. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap, it's Davidson. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bullock. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, it looked like he was going to get the first down there. You're the quarterback, you're the coach, you're thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to dial up the next play, but not so fast, David. Defense comes away with a massive takeaway.
Huge takeaway, and think about it. You're trying as hard as you can to get him down, stop him on this 4th down, get the ball back. He gets the first down. It's a little bit demoralizing, but because you're running to the football, you get a hand on it, you get the football out. Now you get, it's like stopping him on 4th down anyways, because you got the ball and you're getting it back to your offense.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Forced out of the pocket. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Rushes on him. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Green. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse.
down.